ブリーチ
All right, let's read chapter 11 of BLEACH, BLEACH. The title up here appears to be back. Leech bomb or mom. And again, our pronunciations, baku, leech bomu, or mamu. Here we go. Shinigami daiko dato. So daiko was acting as an agent. So acting as an agent for the Shinigami, you say? そう言われりゃ、確かにてめえの方がうまそうな楽しいの匂いがしやがる。I see. Like saying that certainly your direction the soul seems to be tasty smell doing. So your soul is the one that seems to be smelling tastier. So like now that you say it, that you're the Shinigami acting as an agent, that's Chi, misutaze. Huh. Was it a miss? Like, did I miss? それならさっきてめえらが一人ずつに別れたとき If that was the case, then earlier, you guys, like, splitting up, like, becoming one apiece, the time that you split up one apiece, 最初からてめえの方を狙っとくべきだったな From the beginning, your direction, meaning his direction, your direction ought to have been aiming for. So from the beginning, I should have been aiming after you. So he's saying, like, did I miss? Did I make a mistake? And here, Urukia is cute, putting on some sort of glove. Apparently, she's going to channel her inner Mustang or something. Ichigo! Okay. Oh. All right. So she's plopping out his Shinigami. Dopa. Okay. There's like an explosion of leeches or something. Ton. That's Ichigo landing on his head. Oh, and he's got Lukia and someone is holding onto his body. Toroi da yo? Toroi? Oh, that's a way to say slow. Okay, so basically, like, you're too slow. So I guess they did something here, and the Hollow tried to do something with leech bombs, but too slow. You're slow. Dong. All right, it looks like he gets in a cut. Okay, we get our mid-early break with the splash page. Again, back Leech Bomb or Mom, which we already saw. And that looks like what? Tatsuki and Hinoue. What are they eating? It doesn't really matter, but can't quite tell what they're eating. All right. Continue with the fight. Shaba. 出やがったな。死神の本体が。So it came out, didn't it? The true body of the Shinigami. Or you got it out. Dong. There it is. Yeah, so Rukia has Ichigo's actual body. That's a little bit of a problem. Okay, the little creepy dudes are smiling. 来る途中、チャドの鳥が学校に乗ってたちっこいの。やっぱりこいつの仲間だったんだな。Okay, so like on the way of arriving or on the way of coming, Chad on Chad's birdcage riding on those little guys. So those little guys were standing on or riding on Chad's birdcage and on my way over. As I thought, those guys' friends were. So like I figured yappari means like as I thought or whatever. Those guys' friends they were. So he figured out that they were friends of the hollow. 片付けといてよかったぜ. Glad that I took them out. Glad that I cleaned them up. Okay. 気をつけろ. Watch out. あの小さいの吐くヒル? Those little ones spit up leeches. あれは爆弾だ. As for those things, they're bombs. 爆弾? なるほどな。それで、ああやってチャドは足止めされて。So, explosives. I see now. With that way doing Chad, as for him, movement stopped, or like legs stopping was done. So I see. So that's why, as for Chad, who was just standing there doing it that way, was having his legs stopped, like he wasn't moving. お前は一人で逃げ回っていたっておわけか? And as for you, meaning Lukia, alone, like fleeing and running around were left to, that's the reason. That's why you were left running around alone. Mataku. Unbelievable. Karin wa nakasuwa. Nakasuwa. Making Karin cry? Yeah. Karin wa nakasuwa. As for Karin, made cry. Hitojichi wa toru wa. As for hostages, like you took. So you took hostages. And muteko no onna o heiki de kougeki suru wa. Muteko, like a unable to resist woman. Heiki de. That's not what I would have thought. Heiki de. Heiki de kougeki. Oh, I guess maybe you were calmly or unconcernedly attacking a woman who couldn't defend herself. Muteko. Teiko is resistance. So without resistance or unable to resist a woman. Kuso yaro da na, teme wa. What a shitty dude you are. Ma na. Daga teme wa sore kara sono kuso yaro ni kuwareru nda ze. Well then. However, as for you, from here, by that shitty dude, will be eaten. Gasha, 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 gasha. Okay, this is probably Chad running and the birdcage or something making a sound as he runs. Ichigo? Dousta Ichigo? What happened, Ichigo? Chado. That's Chado. Chodo yoi tokoro kita. Perfect time came. You came at a perfect time. Inko to soitsu o kakaete. The parrot and that guy, meaning Ichigo, like take care of them. Kakaete. Yeah, carry or hold under the arms. Employ. No, not employ. So take care of them, basically. どこか安全なところに隠れていてくれ. Do the favor of going and hiding in a safe place somewhere. So take them and hide them in a safe place somewhere. Tennyusei, transfer student. これはイチゴは一体 as for this thing, as for Ichigo, what the anzuruna? Don't worry. あいつなら今, as for that guy, or this guy now, that guy now, and she says Ichigo here in the kanji, but Aitsu, that guy. If it's that guy right now, 戦っている最中だ. He's right in the middle of fighting. Don. Ba, ba. Docha. Okay, so he was crushing one of these, it looks like. These are leaping in the air. Do, do. Chopping them in half. Docha, docha. They're sort of like maybe exploding as he's chopping them. Nakanaka ii ugoki da! Ooh, very much good movements. Hakuhiru ga bakudan nara, sore o haku mai ni kireba ii tte wake ka? So, the leeches spit up, or the spitting up leeches, if they're bombs, those things before spit up, if cutting is good, is that the reason? So meaning like, are you, because the leeches are bombs, you're cutting them up before they get spit up, is that it? Daga, but hitotsu kanchigai shitteru mitei da na. One, like, mistake seem to be doing. You seem to be making one mistake. Kanchigai is or miscalculation, a wrong guess, yeah. This guy is very fond of this, isn't he? He's sticking out his tongue when he says that, so something will likely be happening here. Kirareta kizu kara afuratte hiru mo. Ooh, after the kizu have been cut, kizu is like scum. No, kizu here is, I'm thinking of something else. This is wound. Like after the wound has been cut, even the overflowing leeches, afureta? Yeah, even the overflowed leeches. Also, ... Ki bakudan de aru koto ni kawari wa nei da ze. As bombs, the event of being as bombs, as for changing, it does not. So they're still bombs. Bo. Bo, 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 bo. Zudon. Yeah, ha, 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 ha. Yosh. Good. Shinigami o mata ippiki. Again, one more Shinigami, ... So he, as typically happens in manga, the bad guy calls people ippiki. This hiki usually gets used as a counter for small animals. So it's a way to very kind of like add insulting, like, oh, I've taken out another one, but another little critter type of thing. Whoa. He. I guess that's him screaming the hollow. He. Oh, hitotsu. One. Dota. Hitotsu. Teme ni kikitai koto ga aru. To you, wanting to ask thing exists. Like one thing that I want to ask you. あのインコに入っているガキの親を殺したのは As for the one, well, okay. Into that parrot entered Brat's mother or parent, the one that you killed. As for that. So as for, to work backwards, as for the parent that you killed of the brat that's inside that parrot. Teme ka. Oh, was it you? So he does, the you is not implied here. It's you here. Nandato? What? Kozo? Like, hey, small fry. Ima nanto itta? What said? Like, what did he just say? Ima nanto itta. What just said? Minna boku no sei da te. Everything is my fault, I said. Boku no sei de, my fault. Oji-chan mo one-chan mo kage shite. The dude and Big Sis. No. Yeah, one-chan mo. Yeah, so the dude, meaning Chad, and Big Sis being hurt. Everything's my fault. Shibata, which is this parrot's, well, it's the spirit inside the parrot's name. Boku ga, I, this is the parrot talking. Boku ga mama o ikikaerasetai nante omotta kara. It's because I thought I could bring my mom back to life. Ikikaerasetai. It's because I wanted to bring my mom back to life. Tai nandas. Nante. Gomen nasai. I'm sorry. Mama wa ikikaete hoshii kedo. Mama want to bring back to life, but demo boku mo, but, or however, I already, or also, and then gets interrupted. Mate, wait. Eh? Huh? Hahaoya o ikikaeraseru dato. You want to bring your mom back to life, you say? Hey, Kishire, how's it going? それは誰かが言ったのか? As for that thing, bringing your mom back to life, who said it? Who's the one that said it? You're gonna lurk? We're already probably about halfway through this chapter. そんな方法があるなどと? That's sort of a method existing and something like that. 誰かがお前に言ったのか? Who to you said it? Who told you that a method for that, for bringing someone back to life, existed? そうだよ. That's right. Oh, this is an answer to Ichigo's question, which is, are you the one that killed? あのガキの母親は俺が殺したのさ. As for the brat's mother, I'm the one that killed. 4、5年前になるかな? It has become about 4 or 5 years previous, I wonder. So it was about 4 or 5 years ago. 俺がまだ生きてた頃の話さ。I still living time story. It's a story of a time when I was still alive. Oh, what a handsome chap. 当時の俺はいわゆる連続殺人犯ってやつでよ。Toji no ore wa. Oh, Toji is like at the time. So as for me at the time, like was called I think this is serial killer criminal. I was that kind of a guy. I was what they called, renzoku means consecutive killer criminal. So he was a serial murderer. いろんなところを渡り歩いてよ。Various places like watari aruite is to like walk around, migrate. Watari aruite. Yeah, wandering from place to place. Okay, yeah, so various places wandered around. 7、8人は殺したっけな? As for, maybe 7 or 8 people killed, was it? Like I killed maybe 7 or 8 people, I think. テレビでも結構騒がれたりしてよ. So on the television, like a splendid uproar they did. They made a big deal out of it on television. 有名人だったんだぜ. I was a famous guy, a famous person. あのガキの母親は, as for that brat's mother, その最後の一人よ. That final one person. I guess like she was the final person that I killed. 面白かったぜ. It was interesting or fun. 刺しても血だらけで逃げ回ってよ. Like even though I slashed and covered in blood, fled and ran around. ガキを守ろうとするんだよ. She was like trying to protect her little brat. I guess that's the little brat. Yeah. So even though I slashed and she was covered with blood, she kept running around, fleeing. She was protecting her child, or trying to protect her child. 最高だったね. It was the best. これこそが殺しの醍醐味だ. Okay. So this thing was koroshi. Wait, koroshi would be killing. Daigomi. Oh, okay. This thing in particular, koso is an emphasizer. This thing in particular was the real pleasure of killing. Zoku kita monda. Zoku. Shudder, thrill, chills. It's a thing that causes like chills from excitement. Time, you. だけど、そこからがいけね. But, like, from there, it didn't go. Veranda. Is that veranda? ベランダまで逃げたそいつを追っかけて、とどめを刺したはいいが. So to the point of the veranda fled, and that guy or that person chased. The finishing blow as for stabbing was good, but その時、あのガキが俺の靴紐を掴みやがったんだ。At that time, that brat, my shoelaces? Kutsuhimo? I mean, the kid does appear to be grabbing shoelaces. Kutsuhimo? Yeah, drawstring. No, that's kuchihimo. Kutsu. There we go, shoelace. Kutsuhimo o tsukami. Oh, it's to tie together, right? No, to grab hold of. Grabbed hold of my shoelaces. そのせいで俺はバランスを崩し. And due to that, or because of that, as for my balance, it was kuzushi, destroyed. Okay. All right. Kushiyakatta ne. Kuyashi. Kuyashi katta ne. That was kuyashi. How annoying. 親だけ殺してガキを殺し損ねたって子供だけどよ。Just the mother, or just the parent killing, and missing out, sokone, missing out on killing the brat. It was that sort of a thing. But, 何よりこの俺があんなガキのせいで死んだってことがよ。More than that, me, due to that brat, due to that kind of a brat, died. That's what happened. Like, but more than that, that brat is the one that killed me. だから俺はそのクソガキに罰ゲームをさせることにした. Therefore, as for me, to that shitty little brat, a punishment game, like I made him do. I'm making him do a punishment game. Or like I decided to do a punishment game, whatever. 俺は生き残ったクソガキの魂を抜いて pulled out the soul of the shitty little brat that survived. As for me, the surviving shitty little brat's soul pulled out, 抜いて 過去に入ったインコの中にぶち込み and stuck it inside a parrot. A kago ni. Wait. Kago ni hai. Yeah, stuck inside a parakeet inside a cage. そして課題を与えた. And then, like, granted a kadai. Granted a matter? Homework, no. A task, a problem, a challenge. Yeah. Ataeru here means to grant or bestow. Yeah, to give them. So I granted him or bestowed upon him a challenge, a task, a thing. そのままの姿で俺から3ヶ月逃げ回れ. As it was in that form, from me for 3 months, like run around, run away and run around. Run away and run around. それができたらてめえのママを生き返らせてやる. That thing, if it was possible, so if you were able to do that, like run away from me for 3 months, your mother will do the favor of bringing her back to life. So that's the deal he made. Ikikaeraseru, bringing back to life. そんなことが That's sort of a thing. Baka! Idiot! できるわけねえだろそんなこと That's sort of a thing, like, it can't possibly happen. Being possible reason does not exist, that sort of a thing. Like, there's no way that can happen. あのガキをその気にさせるための立派サービスだよ That brat, that little brat, その気にさせるため Yeah, being made to worry. Kinisuru. So that brat, like, it for the purposes of making him worry about, or do that splendid service. Like, I did it so that he would do that splendid service, meaning run away from him for 3 months. しかし、実際効果はバグンだったぜ。However, like in reality, as for the effectiveness, it was bagun or batsugun. Maybe it's actually batsugun. Outstanding. It is batsugun. So, in reality, the results were outstanding. Oh. この罰ゲームのハイライトは、もちろん俺があのガキを守ろうとする人間の片っ端から殺すとこなんだが、from A to Z. So, as for the highlight of this punishment game, of course, that brat trying to help out humans, from A to Z killing thing it is. So the highlight of this game is that I get to kill anyone and everyone from A to Z who try to help out that brat. そいつら殺されるたび、あのガキ弱ね、吐き上がるのよ。So those guys, meaning the people that he gets to kill, the moment they're killed, that brat, yowane in a weak sound, cries out. He cries out in a weak sound. He complains. Well, okay, so yowane is a complaint. Yowane ohaku is literally to spit up a complaint, but to whine, whatever. So basically, the moment that those guys are killed, that brat whines. もうやめたいこんな嫌だもう殺さないで もうやめたい like I want to stop already. That's no good. This sort of a thing is no good. No longer kill. So that's what the kid whines and complains about. Like, don't kill anymore. しかし、これでこの決め台詞よ。決め台詞. That's like a decided dialogue line. 決め台詞. Signature phrase. However, with this, or in this place, it's this signature phrase. A signature phrase, a 決め台詞. ママが助けを待ってるぜ. Mother is like waiting for saving. Mother is waiting for saving. Okay, so he tormenting the kid with this thing. Omoshiroi mon da ze. It's an interesting or fun or fascinating thing, isn't it? このセリフ一つであのガキはすぐ元気になりやがる with like just this single dialogue or with just that single line. As for that brat, immediately becomes healthy or robust or whatever, eager. Mama, mama te naki sakende yo. Mama, mama says and like cries out, mama, mama. Naki sake. Yeah. So he becomes vigorous and healthy again and screams out, cries out, mama, mama. Gee. Okay, that's Ichigo grabbing on his sword, I guess. 動揺してんじゃねえよ、死神. So don't do something, 動揺. Or you are doing that, aren't you? You are disturbed, aren't you, Shinigami? He's pushing out the sword here. Gasa. And like pulling these little guys from opposite back or something. Kamae ga. Stance. Kama is like one's stance. Kamae ga suki darake da ze. It's full of gaps. Your stance is full of gaps, isn't it? Boom. Uh-oh. Gachi. Dopa. Ga. Ora, kuratta na. Hey, or check it out, like you ate it, didn't you? Meaning like you, yeah, we'll just go with that. I mean, the absorbed an attack. Kondo koso oshimai da. This time for sure, it's the end. All right, here comes the tongue. Bah! In goes the sword. Out comes the tongue. In goes the sword. No! Hora! Kaezu kono bakudan. Check it out. We'll return these bombs. Doshita? What's wrong? その下で爆発させるんだろ? What's wrong? With that tongue, explosion will be done, won't it? You're going to make him explode, or you're going to make the explosion with your tongue, right? 鳴らしてみろよ、舌をよ. Try crying. Naku or naru here is to sound out, to cry, to sound. Let's go with that. Like, try making the sound with the tongue. Ow! Boo-doo. Boo. A bunch of stuff that I can't quite see. Wah! Narasane no ka? Not making a sound? Not making the cry? それじゃあ、その下. Well, if that's the case, then that tongue. 俺がもらうぜ. I will take it. I will receive it. Oh. there you can see. Dong. He just ripped out the guy's tongue. Oh, okay. That is the end of the chapter. A nice shot there. Let's enjoy that scene a little bit more here. Wasn't expecting the chapter to end right there. All right. That is the end of chapter 11. What do we have here at the little art sketch? Okay. 彼らはホロじゃないです. So as for these guys, they aren't hollows. 大きいの something 部品 no. Ugh, I can't quite see what that is. Something deari. Something mitai namono. Okay. Wazuka ni a slightly can't read that. Something I wa aru kedo. Nani mono. Okay, I'm not gonna bother. Bero ga. Bero. Oh, bero is tongue. So like, oh, the tongue. All right. The English translation went with, these guys aren't hollows. They're parts of the larger entity, like a secretion. They have some consciousness. Oh, that's ishi here. That's consciousness. But don't feel pain. Okay. All right. That's much easier than trying to figure out what all those little kanji are. Okay. Well, we will continue with chapter 12 next time. You can see what the English there is, and we'll read that next time.